Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angelina and today I'm going to be giving you guys a deep dive into what I am attempting to read this month. It is currently July 3rd on Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. So this is a little late. I would have done it July 1st, but I was lazy and didn't want to film, and also I was still kind of gathering the books that I wanted to read, so I wanted to just take you guys along and show you some of the books that I plan to read this month, and hopefully when I come and do my reading wrap-up, all of these books will be on here. If not, it's all good. I'll move them to August, but I have a lot of books that I have not finished and also want to read, and I'm slacking behind. The Goodreads challenge, she's not doing too good right now. I want to read 30 books this year. I have like 7. Which I still have time, but then when college starts and work starts, I don't know how much time we're going to be having to like crank out these books. So the summer, I told myself, this is the summer where I'm going to read a bunch of books. So I'm going to show you guys the books that I have planned. So the first book, I'm currently, the first 2 books I'm going to be showing you, I am currently reading. I started reading them at the end of June, like June 30th. One of them you'll get into and you'll see what's going on with that one. But the first one I'm doing really good on. I just started this a couple days ago. Pride and Prejudice. I watched the movie last year around kind of the same time that I started reading the book, and I loved the movie, so I thought, obviously, why not read the book? Because I love to read. Why wouldn't I like the book? And this is actually an illustrated version. As you can see, the cover is so pretty. This is the back. It's all like detailed pages. It's so cute. And then there's artwork on the inside. I'll show you like in between the chapter breaks. There's little like paintings and stuff. And then there's like these ones like this. And then there's also colored ones. See, so then there's colored ones too, which are like portrait paintings, like illustrations from, I think, maybe the 1800s. I'll check the back of the book to see. But I got this at Barnes & Noble for $5. And I was like, why would I not buy this? It's so cute. So I'm doing good. I'm currently on page, let's see what page I'm on. I'm on page 103. I started reading this book three days ago. So we're gonna keep going with this one. So for any of you who don't know kind of what the plot of Pride and Prejudice is, it's basically like an enemies to lovers, kind of like one of the like first like really, it says right here, like the forerunner of all romantic comedies written within that time. So it's actually pretty funny. I'm understanding the wording, like the literature and like everything pretty well, so I kind of have like a grasp. And I definitely say if you watch the movie, you'll get an understanding of the book. Obviously, right now, I'm not gonna like fully rate it, but obviously it's Jane Austen. Why would it not be 5 stars? So we'll keep that in mind. So that's my first book. Then my second book. Now guys, I loved the Inheritance Game series so much. The trilogy, peak. It was so good. I read it in my senior year of high school, which was just last year, so recently read. And they came out with the Brothers Hawthorne, and I was so excited to read it. And I started reading this in August, and I mean, I've gotten a good chunk, but I'm still not done with it, and I cannot tell you what's going on in the book. I mean, I can. It's just so different from the original Inheritance Game series. Avery and Jameson, if you've read the books, they got together in the end. They're just not there anymore. And then Grayson is kind of like on his own, and there's like these new characters, and there's like a whole thing with Grayson and his sister, and the best way I can describe it is like Luke from Gilmore Girls when he finds out about April. It's just it's not, I don't, to be honest, know if I'm gonna read The Grandest Game. I might just stop at the trilogy and after this. And then also another thing that people were kind of upset about was because everybody thought that it's called The Brothers Hawthorne, right? And it's only about the perspectives of Jameson and Grayson. And it's in third person. And everybody thought it was going to be about Nash and Xander too. And they're in it, but they're not. They're barely like present in it, like every once in a while. And it's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer because I really wanted to like this book. Maybe one day I'll reread it, but I mean, I am kind of like, I'm going to be turning 20, so I don't know if like this is going to hit the same as like as it did if I was an 18-year-old girl. So I don't know. We're gonna we're gonna try to finish this. I still can consistently follow with the plot, so I'll let you know how I do. I don't like to back down. I don't like to not finish a book unless it's like absolutely unbearable and I can't take it. So I'm gonna try to finish this too. The next book on my TBR, which is also I'm loving, is a very thin, concise read, nice summer read. It's The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. And if you saw my it was like a shopping haul I did kind of back in May, I picked this book up, and it's basically about a girl named Emily who goes to her grandmother's house, and she wants to just kind of like get away from everything because I think her boyfriend like is consistently cheating on her. And so she gets stuck in this time loop, I think, of it's Valentine's Day over and over again. So it's kind of like a Groundhog Day trope. And then I think she meets another boy, and then like I'm sure everything will work out in the end with that. So I think I'm going to do a reading vlog on this and then like a review, because I loved Lynn Painter's work. I wanted to do a review Better Than the Movies, but just a lot happened, and then I didn't have time to like film it and sit down. I could definitely like do a review on it because it was actually one of the best rom-com books I read, because if you know me, I don't like strictly rom-com books. It's just not my forte. I like more action, fantasy, historical fiction with a subplot of romance, because then it like keeps you on your toes. But Lynn Painter, she's the standard, and I actually got to meet her. I got my book signed, which I had mentioned in another video, but I loved it so much. She was so awesome. So I have high hopes for this one. I'm sure this will be a 5 out of 5. So I'm so excited. So the next book is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Now, I have yet to finish the Caraval series. Spectacular is coming out, and it's a graphic novel version, and I'm so excited for that. It's going to be so good. I read the first book. I'm still currently on Legendary, but I'm going to move that to August. I'm going to try to read Legendary and final or finale in August. That's what I'm going to do, because I read Caraval. That was such a great book. Like the first book was so good. People say Legendary is kind of like the better one, so obviously I trust this author, and this is like a really popular book, people say. And it's about a girl named Angelina who ends up like the one who is supposed to marry her, he ends up marrying another girl. So then she like makes a deal with somebody named Jax, which is in the Caraval series. I don't really know what his position is in the book. I know he comes in the third book, so I like how she kind of tied the characters in. So yeah, this has a very big fan base. A lot of books that I read, for the most part, I end up having 5-star reads. But then there's like points where I do read books and they're just not that good, or like they're 4 stars, you know. But a lot of times with like these types of genres, it's like a fairy tale type of thing, and that's what Stephanie Garber's is like fairy tale fantasy. She does it really well. Me personally, I think she does a really good job at it. I know some people don't like it, but I really do, so I'm excited for this one. So then, this is actually I'm kind of really curious about these 2 books. I went to a place called Ollie's Bargain Outlet, which it's a chain. I think it is. Yeah, it's a chain where basically they just sell stuff for cheap. And they have like a really good book selection. So word of advice, if you're ever looking for a book, I saw True Beauty webtoon books that they'll sell at Target for like $20. They were selling them for $2.99. And I think that they consistently like replace their books. So if you are a book hunter and you're like willing to look for some books they're new, they're not used, even comics and different things, cookbooks, anything, you can get stuff that's like maybe $30 in the stores at Ollie's for like $5. So you really will get a bang for your buck if you go there. And I think if you consistently go and look there, you will find popular books, because I did see some. But I saw these 2. Now, I like mermaid stories. Obviously, I was an H2O girly when I was 7, so I love mermaid stories. Obviously, Little Mermaid. Ariel's like one of my favorite Disney princesses. So I saw these 2 books, and it's called Crown of Coral and Reef, or Pearl. I'm dyslexic. And Kingdom of Sea and Stone. And they are mermaid stories, and I think like the girl, she's a princess, and she has to go undercover as her twin sister, and then like I think she is like betrothed to somebody, but then she realizes her bloodline's all screwed up. I read the back of it. I didn't read the synopsis of the second one because I don't want to be spoiled, but I'm excited. I don't know how good they'll be, so I'm gonna try these. This is in a novel format, So, or no, it's book format. But I'm excited because I do like Under the Sea Mermaid. So I think it'll be good. I'm gonna give it like, I'm gonna say a 4-star. So I'll come back. This could be terrible. This could be really good. I don't know, but I'm honestly excited because I think I may like it. So the last 4 books that I have, they're actually manga. So these are volumes that I bought a while ago and I've just yet to read them. They're both shojo because some of the shojo like mangas are like top tier, the best. I'm going to read Blue Spring Ride, or I'm gonna butcher this. It's like, no, I'm not even gonna say it. Here's what it says. It's AO. I think it's like owl, like that. I don't know. It sounds like I stubbed my toe or something. That was so... Okay, moving on. I'm reading these purely for nostalgic reasons. I am going to actually collect all the volumes. I have 12 and 13. I love the art style. I read this when I was 16 and I loved it. I was just a happy little gal. So I'm going back. We're going back in time. It's basically just kind of your typical high school story where she likes a guy. They had known each other in middle school and now they're just trying to rekindle their friendship and, you know, they like each other. So it's all good. It's all cute. It's cute. So I'm going to read it because I loved it and it made me so happy. So also the author of this is really good. Like I said, I never really liked romance stuff, but then like there's just certain exceptions where I will read or watch something that's just strictly romance because it's that good. And this was definitely the series. So obviously 5-star reads. I'll come back and talk about them. Because this is basically 1 and 2. So it's the anime because it's a 12 or 13 episode anime. And I read it online and then I got the final 2 volumes because those were my favorite. But I want to collect these because 13 volume mangas are like the best. Then the last 2 are the A Sign of Affection volumes. You may have seen that if you watched my shopping haul. If you didn't, you should watch it because it's cute. But I watched this with my bestie and we loved this, and I said I cannot wait until they come out with season 2. There's been no rumors of a season 2, so I need to buy this. And like I said, the author, I had gotten a collection of her work, Shortcake Cake, when I was 16. I loved it. That has no anime adaptation, which it should. It's really cute. So I don't know if she was underrated or if she's big, but she really kicked off with this series, which rightfully so. It's really good. And this is just basically like about a girl named Yuki. She's in college. So this is actually a college story, which you don't really see a lot. It's mostly high school stuff. I know there are some college stuff, but it's more like high school or like young adult office life in like animes and stuff. So a college one was kind of cool. That's why I was interested in it. And the girl right here, Yuki, she's actually deaf. So, she kind of just like, it's kind of about her like navigating her life through college, and then she meets a cutie patootie and he likes her. And then it's just basically about them getting together. So, really good, really cute series. If you want to check it out, it's actually so cute and really worth a watch. It's only 12 episodes too. I love short 12 episode stuff because I always just feel like if there's like 42 episodes, I'm like, no, just give me 12. But these are continue on after the anime. So if you're looking for continuation after the anime, I don't know if volume 5 has a little bit of after the anime, but I think up to volume 5 in the manga, that concludes. And then 6 and 7 is like where it'll pick up. And then obviously the 13, if it's still going, because I don't think that it's finished. So, yeah, but I'm really excited. The art is so cute. I love the watercolor that like shoujo artists use because it's so pretty. That's kind of like the same with Blue Spring Ride. Even Full Metal Alchemist does the watercolor. It's kind of like a niche I have with the art style. It's just so pretty and I love it. So obvious 5-star reads. So I'm excited. All right, guys, that concludes my July TBR. Like I said, hopefully I can get through all that. I think if I dedicate myself, I will. So I'm excited. And I've also been kind of like doing a challenge of like me trying to stay off my phone, and like do productive things. And definitely when I read or like even watch a show, I feel more productive than just like being on YouTube or something. So I'm excited, and I will come back. I will probably do a couple of book reviews on, like I said, the Mermaid one and the Do Over by Lynn Painter. I feel like Once Upon a Broken Heart will render a review. So I'm very excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, like and subscribe. And if you want, let me know in the comment section what you're reading for July, or how many books you're gonna read. This is probably the heftiest book TBR I'm doing this month, but that's because I really want to complete my Goodreads challenge. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.